Hey guys, Arcus here, and we got a lot of info to talk about today. We have a lot of slime stuff to talk about. I did state, my last slime video that I didn't think I was going to cover it, but I am actually pretty hyped for this game because it does have the gameplay of Grand Cross from what we can see, at least similar gameplay, right? Because we know the character building very much looks similar. It is like a turn-based game like Grand Cross, so I am very happy. I love the gameplay of Grand Cross, and we have a lot of info that's coming out today, and we got to talk about it, discuss it, and everything else. I know for that, let me just jump into the topic of the room. I know I've been gone for a while, but, it's fine. School stuff happened, it's whatever. Moving past that, let's get some videos out, right? So, before we hop into this and start scrolling down, this news page here, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there, if you enjoyed today's video. Also, there's a like button if you want to hit it, or a dislike button. There's also comments. Anyways, let's get started. The first things first we're going to talk about is the stats. So there is multiple stats in this game for each character, like there is Grand Cross, right? And we do know this info is out because of the fact that you can download the game right now before it launches. It will be launching in roughly anywhere between now and 10 hours. I am 8:48 p.m. CST, by the way, just so you do know that is the time of recording this video. We don't know when exactly going to launch, but we do know that it is launching very soon. But you can go pre-download it. Go to the store and pre-download it, right? Okay, so first off, let's talk about the stats. So there are multiple stats. I think there's actually more than Grand Cross says. There's HP, attack, defense, critical rate, critical damage, critical resistance, pierce rate, pierce power, pierce resistance, guard rate, guard power, guard penetration, counter attack rate, counter power, and then counter attack resistance, right? Obviously HP, attack, defense, critical rate, critical damage, critical resistance, pierce rate, pierce power, pierce resistance, all that stuff is simple. Guard rate, guard power, guard penetration. We basically know what all this is, right? It's basically the resistance, defense, it's the basic stats that you see like in Grand Cross. I just assume it's basically similar how it works there, right? Just assume that, right? But what we're interested in today when we're talking about, the stats and everything is the last three. The last three is something completely different, and it's something that is, happens with, it is on every character. So counterattack rate is the higher the value, the better chance of getting a counterattack. Counter power is, how much damage is applied with that counterattack. Counterattack resistance is the higher the value, the lower damage received from a counterattack. I am assuming that most enemies in this game also have counterattacks. If they don't, this also could apply towards there is PvP, which means that that's what that would apply to, which means each character has a chance to counterattack if they get hit. It could be small chance, big chance, medium chance. We won't know until we see each character stats, but that is something to look out for and to know. So moving on from there, go down right here. We have, when you're talking to characters, when you approach a character, icons will appear. You tap these icons to talk to them or change your style. There's friendly conversation, there's standard conversation, and then there's battle requests, delivery requests, and there's change style. First off, there is friendly conversation. Basically, it's something to do with bond of characters. I am comparing to Grand Cross because it's the easiest game to compare to right now. Grand Cross, you do have little hearts that you can. They give you free gems. It's basically your bond of your character. Each character has a certain amount of bond depending on how much you've talked to them. Give them gifts and stuff. That's basically what friendly conversation is. Standard conversation is just ordinary conversation, just normal talk. You have battle requests. Basically, you can. They have a request to battle. You can request to battle them, accept it, and then you have a fight, right? There's delivery requests, which means it's basically just a fetch quest. Fetch quest is the basic thing, the term that you'll get these items, you deliver it to them, like that, right? Then you have change style. Change style is when characters in the home screen have multiple styles available, you can change their style. Basically, what I'm assuming from this is like costumes. Like in Grand Cross, you can change Meliodas to have his normal tavern outfit. He can have his shirtless outfit. Basically different outfits he had in the story. That's not his assault mode outfit, right? Display characters. So basically, characters will appear on the home screen when they become your companions. It's change range every hours. Basically, characters that can appear there and that you can discuss with, talk with, battle requests, delivery requests, stuff like that, right? Pretty simple. Moving on from there, let's see here. So this is the pity system of the game. This is very important to talk about. I do want to go more into this than the other things, more into detail and talk about it. So Okay, Bazaar points to get great characters. Each time you recruit a character, you receive 1 Bazaar point for the recruit. Basically, every single you get 1, every multi you get 10, right? And once you get a certain amount, you can get a guaranteed character from the shop. You can choose which one you want, and depending on the 5-star character, it costs your amount of points. It can either cost 200 or 300 from what we're seeing here. And basically from what we're seeing also, it only 5-star characters, right? 4-star characters and not on this, only 5-star characters. Here's the thing, right? This could be both good and bad. Based on what we know, it's 20 multis to get the lower tier 5-star characters, and it's 30 multis to get the higher tier ones. Also, it does not carry over, right? I don't think it's here. Is it somewhere else? I saw it mentioned. Oh, it's here. It is here. Okay. So it does not carry over. Basically, when the when the banner ends, your Bazaar points are replaced with a number of Seeds of Growth. I don't know what Seeds of Growth are, but your Seeds of Growth are replacing the amount of Bazaar points you collected during that banner. So pity does not carry over, but there is a pity with each banner, right? So here's what I want to talk about. This could be both good and bad, right? Pity is always good. It's always good to have a pity in the game. Here's where the bad part can come in, right? It's a 20/30 multi pity. If they don't give out enough free gems, right, this is not a good pity. So a pity is only good when you compare to the amount of gems you receive. You could get only like 5 multis worth of gems every month, or no, let's say 3 to 5, like 1 to 5 multis of gems every month, right? That would not be good considering that it's a 30 pity banner. That's not good. If it's like a 10 to 15 multi amount of currency you get, then this is a really, really good pity. If it's like a 7 to 10 multi per month, this is just a good pity, right? In my opinion, right? Because typically companies like to release big banners that you want to summon on, or that you have that are good options to summon on, like every 3 to 4 months. Typically is what gacha games do. I know that Dokkan, they released their big Dokkan Fest that are good summons every like 3 months, and they have like different banners between, like they have like, I think it's like 1 month, it's every 2 months, right? It's every 2 months in Dokkan, because it's like 1 month they have a big LR, next month they have a big Dokkan Fest that you want to summon on. Obviously you don't usually want to summon LRs and everything, right? You want to skip this. It's something like that in Dokkan. Grand Cross, even though they had back-to-back festivals, they still typically follow for each type of festival. It's every 3 months, right? So it just depends on how much free currency they give out, if this is good or not, right? Moving on, we have just a bullet for here. There's not much more we have than this. This is mostly what we have seen so far. It's based on what I talk about, like the stats and everything. That's it. We are some amount of hours away from release. There are some in-game pictures here. Let's show this real fast. Yeah, the artwork looks amazing, by the way. This does look amazing. But I mean, there's not much more to say. I mean, we do have about data transfer. I did forget about that. So when you create an account for this game, you will get a transfer ID and the transfer password in your settings. More than likely it's in your settings. You will be able to use that ID and password if you want to transfer your data to a new device, right? That is something to note, and you do want to make sure you have that ID and password written down somewhere, so that if you do somehow, like say you break your phone, you have, sorry about that, then you'll have the ability to actually get your account back. So make sure when you do install this game that you do go get your ID and your password, and you make sure you write it down, so that if you somehow you trip, let's say you trip accidentally on a crack or a rock or something small on the ground, you flip your phone out of your hands and it cracks and hits the ground, just fully cracks. It's replaceable. Your phone's dead. It's dead. You gotta go get a brand new phone. Well, if you have that ID and password, you'll be able to transfer your account over. We don't know currently if there's any other account transfer options. I don't know if there's like a Google option or whatever, but so far we only know that for data transfer there is a ID and password you have to look out for. So make sure you do get that when you first start the game, whenever it releases, officially launches, and you do write that down, have that somewhere. That is very, very important, right? Okay, so there's a note. This is the login reward for the first 7 days. We have a Maggie Crystal, guaranteed recruit star, 5-star ticket on day 3. Then it's more Maggie Crystals. I don't know exactly how many the multis are. I actually have no idea how much the multis are. But there is a, I'm assuming based off like this pack, there is a multis around like 200. I'm assuming it's around 200 to 300, maybe in 500. I'm assuming it's around there, assuming based off the login bonus and also the packs. I don't know the exact amount, but we can only assume based on what we see. But there is a pack for the first 7 days to play that she gets you a Mega Crystals and 300, and then a 5-star guaranteed recruit ticket. There's not much more to know. But ending off, I do want to state that when you do select the region, when you do log in, there's North and South America, EU, and then Asia Pacific. Whenever you do choose your region, you cannot change it. So make sure you choose the one that you, if there is playing on, if you want to play with your friends, choose one with your friends or choose one with the best connection, right? Because remember, once you choose that region, your account cannot be switched over to a different region. Just so you know. But that is all the info we have today. That's all I want to talk about. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.